what's going on? So, for one, happy Friday. Two, I do appreciate everybody who watches my videos, leaves comments, likes them, etc., etc. I am happy that I'm up to 91 subscribers. Pretty cool. Almost to 100. So that's awesome. So this is a different video for Redemption of the Phoenix. So I decided I'm going to do character breakdowns and shit. So I figured, because I'm lazy as hell and don't feel like writing the shit out just yet. So, first one I'm gonna do is Crassner Binks. Yeah, it's been in the front of my head like for the past couple hours. Like Crassner Binks, Crassner Binks. Like what? So I figured, fuck it, I'll do a video on his, what he is, who he is, and shit. So, Crassner Binks is part of my Star Wars fanfic, the Draken Saga, and the Choices We Make trilogy. Go away, Twitter. God damn it. He is a Gungan. He is a cousin of Jar Jar Binks, but there's no interactions between him and Jar Jar whatsoever in my trilogy. I wanted to make him separate from... Ew, hands are dry as hell. I wanted to make him separate from, the main characters and whatnot, and just, have him be his own thing. And it's worked out pretty well. Like, originally, he was very novice, very neophyte with training, especially in handling his weapon and whatnot. He is introduced in part 2 of the trilogy, Aftermath Redux. I call it redo because, I don't know, it sounds better. He is trained with Trinity, who's also introduced in part 2 as well. His lightsaber color is metal gray. He does have mannerisms like his cousin, but he's not full-on clumsy and shit like his cousin. He's actually got personality, and he's evolving as he goes. And I've been evolving him a lot. And it's been fun evolving every character that I've created, because they're a lot of fun. And everyone's unique in their own way. For Crassner, how's he unique? Well, he's a Gungan Jedi, for one. Ow. Ooh, had a cramp and I was stuck. Yeah, he's a Gungan Jedi. He has, his own ways and skills and how he handles himself. And working with Trinity and whatnot has been good for him because he's learning, how to become a better fighter and more balanced with himself. And when Lucius was away for, X amount of time, he was training, and, he was training the fight just like him. Basically, version 1 of him, basically. And, he's become so amazing now. And there's going to be spoilers with this, so it's stuff that, I have in my head, and I've written it down so I don't forget it. But, towards Endgame, well, in Endgame, the follow-up to the trilogy, all I was walking down the sidewalk. He does have a relationship with Avril. How did I pronounce her last name? Oomy. Ooymi. I forget where the hell I got that last name from. I wanted it unique. And Avril is a Jedi Inquisitor, and I'll be going into her in another video. So basically, this is going to be a series where I do a bunch of character introductions, and you understand what makes them tick and all that good shit. Anyway, so they have a relationship together. It's the first, interspecies romance that I've worked on. Well, actually, no. Second interspecies romance I've worked on, because Lucius and Eve have a thing as well, and Eve is a vampire from Planet Dragon and all that shit. um, but yeah, Crassner and Avril have a baby, and it's a girl. It's a Gungan human hybrid. Yeah, Gungan human hybrid little girl. It's adorable as hell. I haven't gone like further into that, but that's their future for right now. So I'll be doing more with that. The thing that separates Crassner from Jar Jar is that Crassner wants to actually speak like a human, which I think I put that in there because it was smart and it was intelligent, because you know he wants to break away from his dialect. I guess not diet. No, not dialect. Yeah, dialect, but oh, I can't remember that fucking word. Linguistic. There we go. His dialect. His linguistic dialect. That's the fucking word. Yes, that's the word I couldn't think of. And become more presentable and stuff. And of course, inspiration for Crassner came from Jar Jar, obviously. But as I have been rewriting and writing the story, as I've gone along with this from Aftermath to Redemption, I've put a lot of work into him, and it's paid off amazingly. It's beautiful. He favors. I'm trying to think what form I gave him to favor. I didn't really give him a form to favor. That was one big thing I did with my all my characters. They all vary in their different fighting forms. I know, like, some Star Wars characters are they stick to one lightsaber form, or they do all the lightsaber forms. I have them jump around, so they don't really have a specific form that they're settled into. They can, mimic any form, basically. It doesn't make them OP, it just makes them more unique and how they use it and whatnot. That's how I see it. But for Crassner, I think I have him, what form? I think it was 3 and 5 or 4 and 5. One of the two, I forget. But yeah, it's been fun bringing new characters to life and giving them actual personalities, because, like I said, when I originally wrote this trilogy 18 years ago and finished it 12 years ago, because it started in 2002 and finished it up in 2008. Or no, 2009, I think. 09 or 08. Eh. Yeah, when I finished it, like, I was done. I was like, oh, I'm so glad it's done. And then I look back on it now, I'm like, there is no development. Like, zero. Like, nothing. Like, people are just there as background. Literally no depth whatsoever. Now they have depth. He's a meat eater. He eats practically everything, just about. What else? Oh, all my characters change clothes too, instead of sticking with one damn outfit for like the rest of the fucking story. And my characters go to the fucking toilet, man. They take shits. They shit, they shave, they shower, all of it. Yes, all of that. Oh, it's so good. What else? Crassner and Trinity's relationship dynamic as I guess, well, yeah, they're both knights, but they work together, so their dynamic is pretty sound. Like, it's not a master apprentice dynamic, it's more a friendship dynamic and buddy dynamic in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's another word for it. Uh, Kismet? No, not Kismet. Platonic. That's the word. Yeah. It's more platonic between the two of them, so it's really good and it comes out pretty damn good. But yeah, his mannerisms are similar to Jar Jar, but he has his own way of doing things and whatnot. And that's what makes him unique and makes him stand out. I mean, every one of my characters stands out in some way, shape, or form. And they all have unique little ticks to them. And I love the unique little ticks because that's the whole point of my trilogy, is that not only do the titles play on the story itself, but everybody is unique in their own way, shape, and form. So, yeah. Now, one thing I do regret, because I can throw it into Redemption, but I'll probably throw it into End. I'll start it in Redemption and finish it in Endgame, because it'll be a lot smarter, because I'm towards the end of Redemption anyway. I didn't really build on the relationship between, well, the budding relationship between Crassner and Avril. So, yeah, I didn't really build on that in Redemption too much, because it didn't really appeal. I didn't really think about it at the time, but I'll fix it. It'll come out right. So, yeah, that's what I got for Crassner Binks. That's the first character in my saga. So I will be back later on. Actually, I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go take a shit, and then I'll do a movie review. So stay tuned.